difficult to persuade the NRC to change and to be a more forceful regulator, and yet it can be done. And this is a particularly important opportunity. I am just so awestruck at what C10 has done over the years. Monitoring this ASR since 2009, taking every opportunity to bring the issue up to the regulators, getting involved in this license amendment proceeding with a very, very well-prepared hearing request. I can't tell you how unusual it is to get a hearing from the NRC.
The Nuclear Regulatory Commission never put in place any standards for dealing with this problem, even though alkali silica reaction is a very well-known problem in concrete structures. We actually won standing before the Atomic Safety and Licensing Board for 5 contentions that has to do with the topic of representativeness. All of the concrete in the safety-related structures, which would include the spent fuel pool and the reactor containment and the concrete within the reactor containment, all of those structures have or probably have some level of ASR in them. We have now filed evidence before the Atomic Safety and Licensing Board, the gist of which is calling for the revocation of the license amendment request. And because of that, that then throws into question the validity of the license extension. That's where we stand today.
It is sad that ultimately a citizen group like C10 is the one who ended up doing, as far as I know, the first independent experts review of something as important as the Seabrook licensing license amendment request. Okay. So how does ASR affect the nuclear plant, which is getting closer to our problem? The biggest concern is the shear strength during an earthquake, whether or not the structure can resist the seismic excitation. And they made assumption as to what is representative of a nuclear reactor, and let's test it. Well, it is not representative. They use a limited amount of aggregate from the source close to Seabrook. There's no indication in the public document that it is identical. And it was a very simplistic analysis, and certainly not one commensurate with the gravity of the situation. Coming from academia, we like to have, or sometimes we don't like to have peer review. This is very, very commonly done whenever you are dealing with a major structure, a peer review assessment. As far as I know, this was not done. Is Seabrook operating safely now? Well, I would say we really do not know. I don't know because the tests and analysis conducted are fundamentally inadequate. We are going to have more and more structures suffering from ASR. I bet you anything that there are going to be more. Garbage perpetuate itself. And that's how eventually it will be a question of time before we have a major accident. Do you think NRC had adequate basis to relicense Seabrook for an additional 20 years? It's no. Simple as that.
When a licensing decision is made, this license amendment request, for instance, and the license renewal decision, those are pivotal moments where NextEra, the license applicant, has the burden of proving that whatever they're proposing is adequately safe. That this program they've proposed to assess and monitor ASR at Seabrook is adequate to not only carry Seabrook through the first license term, but through a second, the license renewal term. If the license amendment request is denied, if Seabrook is forced, as we think is necessary, to go back to the drawing board, that means they have to redo this program for both the current license term and the license renewal term. And this is your opportunity. It's not going to come up again. I believe this is a very important case, and you have a very strong case. This is an important moment.